Hello and welcome back to Britain's worst run football club. We've got the last 10 games of the season coming up. We're in a very healthy position of ninth. I think we've missed our chance to get into the playoffs, although that wasn't kind of the aim of this season. But you know we've done quite well. 10 games left, so we've got Blackburn, Reading, Stoke, and Sunderland, Millwall, Blackpool, Coventry, and Sheffield United, which actually might be 9. Have I calculated wrong? Actually, 8. Yeah, calculated wrong. Just come off the back of a 1-0 win against QPR. Hogan got the goal for us. We are still kind of missing our main striker. I mean, Lasme has come in as a useful addition up front, but not as prolific as we kind of wanted. I don't know whether it's the formation that we're doing, but it's not. Yeah, it's just not working as we want. However, saying that, we are in 9th place. We have won 18 of our 38 games, so we can't be too kind of critical on how we are playing. To be honest, I brought this guy in as a backup right mid. I should have put it as a squad player rather than a kind of a regular starter. So that's on me. But Blackburn in second. I'm anticipating a tough game. Let's see how we can get on. We are hemorrhaging money though. Yeah, we're 3 million in red. As you can see, we've had big ups and downs, and we just need to get to the end of the season, reassess all of our wages that we're going to be having coming in, and I kind of doubt we're going to be able to spend any cash on any players, but we'll see how we get on. Right, is this our new fintech? Let's have a look who we got. We've got Andrew Dempsey in midfield. Straight away, strength, leadership, flair. Doesn't have any of those qualities. Passing's good. First touch, decent. Vision, decisions, composure, and he's naturally fit. Yeah, very happy to bring him in on a deal there. It kind of said that midfield was our kind of better positions for our youth intake. Moses Johnson. Great name. Again, looking at the marking, passing and tackling, potentially going to be a defensive midfielder for us. He's got no jumping, good stamina, good natural fitness, and good work rate and aggression. Aggression might be a scary one to have a look at, but very happy with that. And then we've got Rob Taylor, 13 finishing, 14 balance, 12 jumping, 12 strength. He's only 15 heading as well, and aggression and bravery. Is this our Duke replacement? He's 6 foot. Very interesting having a look. And then kind of the next top talent. Oh, they're an elite talent. Never seen that before. Top talent. Nice Bosnian left back. Again, still 15. There's a lot that can be improved. Ruork, Labadie. Fun to say. Not sure where his best position is. Apparently left back, a natural left mid. And a striker as well. With 15 finishing, I can see that. And we've got 3 left backs apparently coming in. So we'll see how we, if any of those come to any fruition in the game save that we are playing. But Ruiz Rente, probably butchering that pronunciation. Really impressed with how he has come into the team as a youngster. We look at his training, he has stats are improving there. Right and left wing, you know, if we could ever get into any kind of European competition, I think it would be very valuable to have as a homegrown player. But that's seasons and seasons away at the minute. And we'll sign the recommended players. I wonder why Nuraita is only the top talent and not an elite one. Maybe it's the current ability that is being affected there. We will play Traore a bit more because we kind of want to look at Dortmund to help us out with loans going into the next few seasons. We've signed our youth candidates. Not sure why we're getting a progression report on Etheridge, but yeah, he's one that does need to be moved out of the club. And Hannibal's off the mark for Tunisia. We'll congratulate him. Thanks to us, all I care about this result. If I can help the team win, that's all that matters. Cool. Seems to have wanted to start a fight. Over nothing there. Maybe we'll stay away from talking to Hannibal. He's quite a hothead from what we can kind of judge from playing for Blues in real life. Evan Ferguson. And he's been fantastic for Blackburn. Maybe we can try and get him on loan next season. And Etheridge should be dropped by the Philippines. Totally agree. He needs to be dropped from our club, but no one wants him. You never know. He might even be a first teamer next season. Although Sunderland have come in for Etheridge and they're willing to pay 9,000 wages. I mean, do we just pay the 10 grand? A guarantee of 10,000 saved. I'm going to leave that for now. I don't think I'm willing to pay half of his wages now when potentially if we can get rid of him for full wages in the summer. I'm just going to offer a trial out to everyone that isn't getting a contract at their club. Quite excited when it comes to the youth recruitment. I doubt any of those are going to be of the quality that we need, but if we can get some good squad players in, who knows. So Josh Robinson, 2-star at the minute, potential 3 to 4-star. You know what, his stats don't look too shabby as a backup, anyway, not as a first teamer, as a backup. Looking at Darda Thorn. Okay, apparently a 4-star player. That'll be interesting. Tino Quamina. We'll get rid of the Deadwood straight away. Kovacic, good determination. Communication's good for aerial reach. One-on-ones is dreadful, and reflexes they're just fine. We'll leave him in just for now. Jimmy Gower, apologies. I'm going to terminate you. Same with Norket. McKnight. And there's no difference between you and Josh Williams. Brandon Bryan, wow. Well, you've not wowed me. We'll leave you in though. Murray, sorry Murray. You can go. We'll continue. Oh no, Hannibal's out for 7 weeks. Well, that's his season over for us. It's lost Hannibal through injury. And again, Dortmund not happy with Wowls. Right, you know what? If they're going to do this, then we need to at least want a fee for Etheridge. They're not willing to do it. the top 1050 Wonder Kids in football. Let's have a look and see who's there. There's our boy, Jude Bellingham, right up there in second position. He should be number 1. No idea why Xavi Simons is there. Apparently he's worth 54 million. Yeah, quite sure on that, but if you say so, game. Andre Santos. Both on loan from Chelsea, that makes sense. Guluk, I believe, is the Israeli. He is. And obviously Rooney. No, I'm going to pronounce his surname. Yeah, he's a big one on Football Manager this season. So Blackburn, Reading and Stoke. Not expecting a fat lot out of the Blackburn game, but I think Reading and Stoke, we can hope to get 6 points from that. Just thinking as well, do we just offer out all our high earners? Hey, even Roberts is gonna come into it. Who have we got? Dean, Etheridge, Duke, Gardner, Mark Roberts. I feel like there's someone else, but we'll offer those 5 out if anything happens. But looking at it, so Harley Dean's going to be gone anyway. He's out of contract. Namdi Collins. Okay, I'm not quite sure what's kind of happened with our loans from Dortmund, because I'm sure I put them all as squad players, and I hoped, being a squad player, it would have stopped the manager from getting annoyed that they're not playing as much, but clearly not. I was not happy with his asking price. I think we'd offered him out for what? 500,000 then? And he wants 700,000. It doesn't make sense why they're complaining. Maybe they're complaining that they're not valued highly enough. I'm not fully sure. That's nice to see. A+ from the board. Apparently we're untouchable. Good. Please back it up with money. And supporters could not be happier with what we're doing. And to be honest, I agree. You know what? Let's just listen to the assistant manager. We're going to lose anyway. We have gone to a different formation with 2 up front, and we'll see how that goes. It looks like they've gone with Lasmi and Deeney. Use home advantage and go out there and put in a performance for us. So, let's see. So Kadra and Buonante, I don't even know what his name is. We've not played him enough to even learn his name. Buonanote? No idea. And Kadra on the wings. With Chong and James in the middle. Roth at left back. Collins, Roberts and Cisse making up the back 4. And then John Ruddy as well. So Chong into the guy from Brighton. It's picked up by Carter though. They've broken us here, and it should be 1-0. It's not. Bradley Dack has missed that. He can't believe it. I can't believe it. Scary start straight away. And 22-22. Blackburn get another highlight. Dack back to Carter. Don't want to close him down. Cadra's been run off the pitch apparently from there. Brereton Diaz heads it against the post. Can we act first? We can. James out to Kadra. It wasn't Kadra then. Would have been a Buonanote. Buonanote. So, looking at this, I think we're comfortably going to be in the top 10. I don't think we're going to get anywhere near the playoffs. But it'd be games like this, if we can nick a result, then it kind of, who knows? And by nicking a result, I'll be happy with a 0-0 here. Let's try and exact revenge from our last experience. They probably completely annihilated us. Chung breaks away with the free kick. I don't know why it's gone from goal there. It's hit off the crossbar. Franklin Costello manages to clear it out. Collins tries to chase it down, but nothing happens from that. And everyone seems to just be playing fine at the minute, except for everyone that matters. Our two wingers aren't really doing anything, and our two centre backs are both in bookings, which does scare me. So I'm just going to make the change now. Who have we got? You know what? Let's just do something a bit different. We're going to bring on. Need a centre back. We haven't got a centre back on the bench. Well, this is slightly scary. So Collins, Collan, Roberts for Longello. We will go quite narrow. How's Cadra played? He's on a 6.4. Been pretty poor. Didn't mean to rhyme, but glad it did. We're going to bring Hogan on. We're going to have two deep line forwards in support. Hogan. Apparently it won't let me change. Not sure about that. And we're going to bring on Bakuna. Have three midfielders. We go 4-3-3. See if that's going to change anything. I'm unsure why it wouldn't allow me to change the position for Hogan, but Brereton Diaz has got him behind. And he's hit the crossbar again. We are living a charmed life at the back. Okay, as we all just saw, I put Hogan up front and Bakuna in the middle. Sort it out, Football Manager. It seems to be happening quite often now. Chung, we're going to put in as Mazzala on attack. To be fair, we're going to put Bakuna as a Mazzala on attack as well. And then we'll leave James potentially as a not a roaming playmaker, a deep line playmaker on defend. He can sit back, and we'll see if anything will happen. I do think though, by doing that, we should be going more direct to hit the front three. It's Bakuna, wrong with the free kick. Sort of, don't think I've seen a direct free kick this season. He's hit it and it's over again. Clearly, I've said it a few times. They've clearly changed. I'm going to dribble less. Let's get the early. Wow. Can't really get any crosses in because we haven't got any wingers, but Mazzalas, they could do it. And then we just want to distribute to the target man with long kicks. So 70th minute. It seems pretty close. We should actually be winning this looking at the stats. We've already made 5 of our changes. Is there anyone else in midfield that can come in? We can bring George Hall in for Chong. Although James hasn't played the greatest. Yeah, we're going to bring on George Hall for Jordan James. Now, instead about nicking a 0-0 win, 0-0 draw. Seems like we have nicked a result there. Poor game for the neutrals. I will say it's a poor game. But to draw against second, and I'm not going to complain about that. We're 5 points outside of the playoffs. Boom. We'll have a look at Vilka at the season end, if it's even a possibility. Reading, Stoke and Sunderland are next up for us. No one wants Zaza. That's fine. But the wage demands for Derby is what they don't like. You know, like, the natural thing would be just a straight swap for Zaza. But you know what? Let's offer him all of our rejects for Bielik. Not gonna happen. but you never know. All delighted with our progress in division. We're on schedule to become an established Sky Bet Championship team. Very happy with that. I think at the beginning of the season it was just to stay in the division, so to come to being 9th, can't complain at all. And it's 24 points on offer as well to play with, so who knows? Who knows how far we can get up? As if they've rejected that. That's left me stunned. Although he's admitted that Bielik can leave, so we'll see in the summer what we get. Well, Nico Gordon's back down over the team talks, which is always nice to see. No one's really shining out on loan, even Sunjic as well. Although I keep forgetting about Sunjic. Hopefully. Will he play a part next season? I'd love him to, but I think his value and his wages not going to be what is required. Lee Hyun Yu. Not the level ability. He hasn't played as often as he needs to. You know what, we'll keep Bayern Munich on side with our relationship here. The Adam Smith as well. He looked like a good player. It's just he wanted like 50,000 a week, which seems a little ambitious. And he's gone for 10 grand a week. Doesn't make any sense. Clearly doesn't want to go into the Championship. Would rather end his career in the MLS. Bit of positivity in the team tour, and let's get into the game against Reading. Oh, Parkinson admires me. Go on, Phil. Oh, clearly moved away then from Wrexham. I went to Reading. So let's have a look at who we have. Etheridge is injured, but so be it. I mean, the defence didn't do too shabby in that game there. I think Longello will start. Roberts will come off. Rusty. Keep Collins. We'll kind of keep our two up front as well, just to see. Kadra had a poor game, so did this Buonento as well. So because of Kadra having a poor game, we're going to bring him off. We will play. Where's he gone? There he is. We'll see who else we can throw onto the bench just to give us a bit more options. We've got a centre back there. I'd rather it be Sanderson. George Hall. I mean, Zaza doesn't need to be on there, let's face it. We will put Kadra back onto the bench. We've got Bellingham as well, potentially. So Bakuna's there. I'm going to put Bakuna on at right wing. Let's see how the team copes with that. Okay, too many loans. Take Buonente off. Roth is still there. Anderson. Roth can cover both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kadra. For Simmons. No, for Gardner. Bring on Gardner. So I don't know what the best thing to do here is. Maybe let's just go on the league table. I forgot how we kind of played against another team that have used that team talk before. But we are away from home. and anything can happen away from home. So, Ruddy. Gives it to Trusty. Potential to kind of purchase at the end of the season. Trusty into Collins. Collins to James. Slow start so far. Back to Collins. Back to James. Into Chong. Good athleticism by Chong there. Into Bakuna. Bakuna out to Longello. Longello into Chong. That's a lovely little dink into Lasme. Gives it to Hogan, who's put it in. That's a fantastic finish, that is, by Hogan. What a time to start finding your shooting boots. I mean, Lasme, look, they're all bowing to him. I'm going to bow to you as well, Hogan. Lasme with the flick on from Chong's kind of ball into the box. Longello into Chong. Lasme, great run, good head. Hogan's just volleyed that in venomously. 1-0 to Blues against Reading. That's just the start that we would like. The results, well, Middlesbrough winning, which we could do with them kind of drawing or not getting the 3 points as well. But Chong, Bakuna crosses it in, Lasme doesn't get onto it. Cisse, you're a bit far up for our right back. Gives a poor ball as well, which Cesare Quesadi has picked up. Could be in a bit of bother here. Ajaria runs forward, gives it out to Guinness Walker. What a great name. 1-on-1 with Cisse, who gets a block in, and Ruddy. Okay, Ruddy, you could have picked it up. Punches it out. Collins gives it to James, into Chong, and the highlight kind of ends there. Remove team instruction of get stuck in. We will do that. The amount of times that we give away needless bookings. At least Marlon Mustafa is not. Yeah, at least he's not on the at the club anymore. I mean, getting two red cards in 4 games is pretty suicidal when it comes to trying to keep a hold of a game. And Big Andy Carroll's come on for Reading as well. We can't do a shout for whatever reason. Bakuna, Bears, wing play. They're not playing too greatly there. So we'll bring on. We'll make a switch up in the middle of the field. Lee Hyun Yu, we're going to take him off for Rente. Bakuna. You know what? I think this is difficult. You know what? We'll keep Hugh on. We'll just put Rente at right wing. Our midfield of James and Gardner. James and Chong can come off for Hall and Chong. Hall and Gardner. I'll get there in the end. And strikers are playing fine. We'll stick with that, just going forward for now. Although we could potentially put Longello as a what? We'll bring Roth in. Have a bit of a mismatch there, but we do what we can. I think if a player's on a really low rating, then they're more than capable to make a mistake. Ruiz Rente with the corner, Collins at the back post, so is Trusty. Lasme hits it back to George Hall. What's he going to do? He gives it all the way back to Cisse. He can hopefully make more of this attack. Hall to Collins. Collins back to Cisse. Cisse to Hall. A bit intricate here. I'm not a fan of this. Let's slow down the tempo and time waste as well. Be more disciplined about creative freedom. Collins, Cisse. That's a good ball to Hogan. Turns. Lasme's offside. No point of this actually amounting to anything, which it hasn't. The last 5 minutes of the game. Trusty out to Longello. Into Hall. Hall just keeps the ball nicely, gives it to Trusty, gives it back to Ruddy. This is what we want. This is the time wasting coming into play. And then we'll make a sub. We'll bring on Troy Deeney for Lasme. Gardner gives it to Roth. Roth to Hogan. Very nice. What's he going to do here? Gone for goal. Hogan with his second of the game. Should put the game beyond doubt. And it's 2-0 against Reading. Don't know what that was. That looked like a bird that has just been born and learning how to spread its wings. But Gardner into Roth. Good ball by Roth into Hogan. I was a bit concerned what was going to happen here, but he has just rifled that in. 2 very confident finishes by Hogan. And the 4-4-2, at present, is doing the business for us. As you can see by the stats, we've had 69% possession, 4 shots on target. Gary Gardner's going to hit it from distance. Wow, we're going to slow down time apparently. Take your time, Gardner. Very happy with this. He has hit it, and Lumley has stopped it from potentially going in. Who knows? It was too far out, and yeah. Alright, Cisse with the header. Picked up by Reading. They are still attacking this. We have got a couple of minutes left to play. Trusty heads it to Deeney. Deeney turns, hits it over the top to Hogan. Can he get a hat-trick? Would be our first of the season. Goes around the keeper, and he's put it in, and Hogan's got the hat-trick. As I said, our first hat-trick so far this season, and that's 4 in 3 games for Hogan. Maybe we don't offer him out. As I said before, it'd be nice to keep him in as a as kind of a backup, but I mean, Deeney over the top to Hogan. He's shown a lot of composure here. Tried to go around the keeper and just kind of slots it underneath, and it has trickled into the back of the net. 3-0. Game, set and match. And a very confident performance that is. Our XG is massive now. That was a 2.2. Hogan with a hat-trick, 10.0. We're going to give him some individual praise, because that was delightful. And even Lasme as well, you know. Yeah, did well. We've got an assist, and that's all you can kind of ask for the big man up front. Still 5 points between us and the playoffs, and 6 if we are going to try and sneak into it as well. Still don't see it happening, but it's always good to aim for something. And I think the positive press conferences seem to be helping us out here. And we give Hogan more praise. Third in front of goal. Norwich are promoted. They did that by defeating Blackburn. Josh Williams has been training well, so we'll give him a bit of praise as well. I think the question is now, with a lot of the last potentially 6 games, if we can't get into the playoffs, we're just going to play Bellingham a bit more and just kind of focus more around our youth prospects. Stoker down there as well in 17th, and I'll be honest, looking at our run-in, if we continue playing the way we are, I think if anyone's going to get a sneaky last minute charge into the playoffs, it very well could be us. So if we look at it, Stoke, Sunderland, Millwall, Blackpool, Coventry. So we've got 17th, 12th, 16th, 22nd and 11th. I mean, teams that are all below us. There we go. Apparently though now we've got 76,000 in wages. Spend, apparently. I mean, let's ask for a further increase of the transfer budget. We're 5.5 million in debt. Not going to happen. That's for the wage budget as well. And we're just going to be told that we are hemorrhaging money, which we are, in all fairness. But we'll... Don't ask, you don't get. The game against Stoke, I think we stick the way we are. Like, it was nice to see. Everyone played well except for Leaky and New. So we will drop Hugh out. Maybe we put Chong on. Play George Hall with James. What's his best position? We'll keep him as a roaming playmaker. Yeah, Chong's having a good season. Hogan has just become top goal scorer in that one game. Lasme done fine. I really can't knock them really. Cisse, he's not playing the best, but he's not costing us anything in the game, so we'll stick as we are. Same with Namindy Collins. Not going to. We won't change a back line that hasn't conceded in 2 games now. You know what? Hands together. No, hands in pockets. Carry on from your last performance. See what this can do. I'm keeping a close eye on the table as well here. So, Middlesbrough. I think they got Bristol City. But let's focus on our game here. Lewis Baker for Stoke. Please go for the goal. He has kind of crossed it in. Zembe, Laurent. Oh my god, what have we just seen? Ruddy. That probably is one of the worst goalkeeping howlers I've seen. Just as Middlesbrough go 1-0 down. I mean, what is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? Oh, I don't want to see it again. There's no point showing us a tight offside. Oh, very frustrating. Now we've got a lot of work to do now. Ruddy. Boots it long up there to Hogan. Tries to win it against Zembe, but gives it to Laurent, to Smallbone, to Brown, Tyrese Campbell. Ruddy's coming out. Blocked down nicely from our defenders there, and Longello. He just clears it out as well. Why is Wilmot beating Lasme in the air? Lasme is a power of a man. Longello, the Horn. Longello. Is this the end of a highlight still, or is this still ongoing? Trusty, Bakuna. He hits it long out to Hogan, who gets the run on Edwards. What can Hogan do? He's put it past the keeper, and he's now got 5 goals in 3 games. Hogan is on the form of his life. Brings us back into the game. Very happy with that, Hogan. He seems to be kind of thriving in this 4-4-2 formation and not kind of running the line on his own. Bakuna with just a long ball. Edwards stopped running. Hogan didn't. Went round the keeper. Keeper dived early. Slots it in. Very happy with that. And more highlights again to come. Campbell gives it to Wilmot. Bristol have gone 2-0 up against Middlesbrough. Long ball up to Campbell. Hogan picks it up, gives it to Bakuna. What can Bakuna do? He's got Chong on the right, he's got Hogan in the middle. He has gone for Chong. Chong's put it into Hogan. Oh, it's just off the crossbar. So close. So close. Not sure if that was given as offside, but a point isn't too shabby so far, but we need to be kind of winning this game. Cisse to Chong. What can Chong do? What can he do? Nothing. Wilmot heads it out, but Bakuna should pick it up there. Okay, obstructed on the edge of the box, but he wins it back Bakuna. Lasme in the middle, along with Hogan. Wilmot wins it again. All heads it into Lasme. What can Lasme do? He's hit it over from so close. Lasme. Oh, Sarkic. It's just non-stop at the minute. Cisse on the right. Got Chong there. Cisse is going to continue the run. Gives it back to Collins. A bit of a breather. Collins to Trusty. Trusty to Hall. Hall to Lasme. Gives it to Bakuna. Into Hogan. Come on, Hogan. You're on form. He is on form. He's got another goal. 2-0. No, it's not. 2-0 to Hogan. 2-1 to Birmingham. We've come from behind. Lovely play again by Bakuna with his second assist. The Trusty. Out to Hall. Hall to Lasme. Around the corner to Bakuna. Hits it first time. Hogan splits the defence. Puts it past Sarkic. Clarity. We have been the better team. That goalkeeping from John Ruddy is no longer being kind of scrutinized. Middlesbrough, are you still losing? They are losing comfortably, but Burnley are winning. How are West Brom doing? Can't see West Brom on the score sheets there. Right, let's get them going again. We can make another charge in this second half. I don't actually see West Brom. They're drawing with QPR and they've missed a penalty. Sheffield United, they look like they're losing as well, so a win here would be vital. Trusty at the back post, 3-1. Bakuna with a hat-trick of assists. Very happy. Little Irish jig by Trusty. Love that. Bakuna's playing the game of his life. 3-1 up, 57th minute. It all seems a little bit too simple now. We will make some changes with people that are feeling tired, so we'll bring on Roth at left back. Bakuna's on a booking, I don't know if I trust him, but we'll keep him on. Chung will come off for Kadra. Strikers, very happy with. Everyone else seems fine except for Collins. But we don't have a centre back to bring on apparently, so there we are, at the back. 16 shots, 8 on target, 66% possession. I mean, our XG's doesn't tell the story of the score that we have at the minute. They've gone super defensive now. QPR beating West Brom. This changes a lot of things. Lewis Baker with the free kick from deep. Headed away though by Hall. Originally being missed by Trusty. Although it's a bit of a poor clearance. McCarran gives it to Rovas. Lewis Baker on the left. Managed to get inside. Gives it to Rivas as well. Powell has headed it in. Oh no. No. Let's not do this after putting ourselves in a good position. We won't go as attacking. We'll try that. Whenever I do go defensive though, it always kind of backfires. Ruddy's keeping a hold of the ball. He's not giving it to Stoke. Can we hold on? Please. Nothing left. Nothing more. Ruddy hits it long. Hogan heads it onto no one. James, it's come off his back. No, not like this. McCarran. Not the last kick of the game. Out to McCall. He's hit it from distance. Ruddy saved. Oh my! I actually thought Ruddy was going to let that go in. Hold on to the ball, Ruddy. Let's get this win. Wow. Okay. That definitely changes things up. Agree. Let's be positive. How's it looking? We're in 9th still. 2 points outside of the playoffs now. And even 4th are only 6 points away. Very exciting last 5 games. I mean, Bakuna. Stunning performance. Very pleased with how we've done in this episode so far. We are going to leave it there. You're not going to want to miss the next episode, which is going to be our season end, unless we get into the playoffs. But you'll have to come back and have a look at that. If you're here already, drop a like. If you're not, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.